I get this question a lot from a lot of people, like a lot of people. And I've been given different answers for a very, very long time. And just recently, I decided to take it really seriously and really think about why I write books, why the fascination. So I decided to take my time because you know what happens as you get older, you learn that everything comes with time, that there's no need to rush, there's no need to try to make something that is not into something, right? So as I went back, I had to go down memory lane and really think about when I fell in love with books, when words became my everything, my escape, my freedom, my happiness, my breath, right? And I remember I grew up on an island. I grew up in the Dominican Republic, and it's paradise, right? And and still I found critical being able to escape, to go into another world, to go into a place where I could see things that I hadn't seen before. And the way that I could do that was with books. So I remember every chance that I got, whether it was after school or on Saturdays. Oh my God, I love Saturdays and evenings. The evenings were amazing. And I would curled up somewhere on the front of my house, on the grass, um, in my bed, on the floor. I always liked the floor. And I would pick up a book, and I had two friends that were amazing, and their parents had amazing libraries. And I don't know why the parents let me borrow these amazing, like hard editions, like really fancy pants books, but they let me. So I could borrow one book at a time, right? And they were thick books, okay? And I remember when I read In the Times of Cholera. Now, of course, I read that in Spanish, En el Tiempo del Cólera, uh, written by Gabriel Garcia Marquez. Now, I have no idea why I was reading this book. Definitely not children approved, but still, I read it. I remember really reading Shakespeare. I remember reading Dominican authors, and I remember getting lost in the prose, getting lost in the stories, and creating other worlds. Like I remember I would read something, and then I would just go into my own little world. I would just fantasize and create worlds and create characters and create. And that's when my love affair began with writing. Words just became the way that I found myself. I lost that art for a very, very long time. Fast forward 20 years, right? Made some decisions. Couldn't figure out what I wanted to do when I grew up. I found writing again. And in a sense, I found myself. And it's something that I just can't really put into words, but it has writing and words have given me back. I hope that makes sense. I have found who I really am, what I really want. I'm writing poetry again, which is just one of my first loves. And I can go into those worlds again, and I can create, and I can see, and I can just see. It's like a symphony of amazingly arranged notes, and I know exactly where every note goes and where it plays and where it begins and when it ends, and I can arrange it in such a way that it becomes the most amazing symphony ever. I can do that. Nobody else can do that but me. And the fact that I can do that for myself, it's mind-boggling. But the fact that I get to do it for other people too, where I get to show them, this is who you are. Revel in that. Enjoy that. See that. Embrace that. Celebrate who you are. Stay in that moment. Answer the questions, the deepest questions you have always been asking. Answer them for yourself first. Before you answer for anybody else, answer them for you. You're going to be surprised. You're going to find some amazing things. And I cannot believe at this stage in my life that I know this with the certainty that I cannot even explain, but with such certainty. This is something that I enjoy. I have found myself. I get to do something that gets my soul to sing, that allows me to be authentically me in every sense of the word and not explain or make excuses, to just show up and be. When was the last time you felt like that? When was the last time that you looked at yourself and said, wow, we get to do this, or this is who I am and I'm okay with that? When was the last time that you did that? My purpose in life is to help people do just that, to find themselves, not for anybody else, not for any outcome, not to impress anyone, not to be anything other than who they are. And once they have that answer, then they can work on other answers too. But first, find yourself. Who are you? Why were you put on this amazing earth? What gets you teary-eyed when you talk about, just me talking about words and writing and teaching, just, it makes my soul sing. Do you have that thing? Do you have that thing that you can share with the world, that you can do day in and day out and really be at peace with who you are? I don't know if you have that, but I want to encourage you to find it, because once you do, you become free. You just become more of who you are. You become more magnetic to just more of that. And listen, if we all had that, the world will be such a different place. If we all had that, listen, I think many of the problems that we're having today would go away if people knew who they were. So to answer the question, yeah, that's why I write. Because he helped me find who I am. He helped me come to terms with that, with the findings. And he gave me the freedom to help others find the same. So writing is my art, and words are my instrument.